I took a law degree because I had an interest in law, but at the end of that, I didn't necessarily know I wanted to be a solicitor. Without embarking on my Solicitors Law Society finals, I started to do advice work in a Citizens Advice Bureau, and it was then that I realised that I was actually really good at dealing with people, listening to their problems, working out and diagnosing the problem, and then giving the advice. I manage the firm, so the average day for me is a combination of casework, planning the business, and running the business on a day-to-day basis. Well, people facing criminal allegations are sometimes going through the worst periods of their lives, and the most important thing is to give them what reassurance you can at the earliest possible stage. It's absolutely crucial that our clients understand the advice that's given, and we have clients from the whole cross-section of society. Within the criminal process, you have probably three key stages. The first stage is the investigation stage. After that, if someone is charged with a criminal offence, you have two different types of case: a case that's going to the Crown Court and one that remains in the Magistrates' Court. But in the Crown Court, the more serious and complex cases take place, and there you have you need a barrister or a solicitor with higher rights of audience. Well, in a criminal case, you need to be looking at the evidence, and if the evidence is overwhelming, then you're really looking at a guilty plea and mitigating the effects of the conviction. The client who comes to you with instructions that he's not guilty needs to be treated in the same way. You need to test the evidence, but if you're in agreement with that and the case is going to trial, then you need to make sure it's a case of no stone unturned to ensure that your client's acquitted. The feedback that we get from our clients is really positive. In terms of value for money, extremely difficult to assess. Our reputation and our standing amongst fellow professionals and the court system is probably the most important aspect of our job. It's very important for a client to be represented by someone whose ethical standing is beyond reproach. The staff do an awful lot of work outside their 9 to 5 or outside their normal fee-earning work. We are engaged in a considerable number of charitable events. We were involved in the sleep out at the Booth Hostel. We're going on the Three Peaks Walk in a few weeks' time. We have people serving the homeless. After 28 years in this job, I still say I've got the best job in the world. It's the variety, but it's the client satisfaction. It's the satisfaction that all members of staff derive from working for their respective clients on the biggest cases and on the lower level cases for some of society's most vulnerable people.